The Ghana just elected president, John Mahama, just gave his voice in the ongoing crisis between the three AES countries, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, and then Ecowas. Let's listen to him.
That followed President Kampare's attempt to extend his term in office, and the soldiers took over, if you remember. We handled it differently from the way the new crop of heads of states handled it. You always have the threat of sanctions, but you don't go ahead and implement. You keep that as a stick and a carrot in order to encourage them to agree on a transition program and eventually come back to civilian rule. And so what we did in Burkina Faso was, when that happened, as chair of Ecowas, myself with President Macky Sall and President Yayi Boni, went dispatched to Ecowas, by Ecowas to go and speak to the new military leaders. We spoke to them, and we said, well, Ecowas will be forced to impose sanctions if they didn't come out with a transition program. And so we called all the stakeholders, and eventually that's how come they agreed to a transition program to do a constitutional review, have a civilian president with a soldier as prime minister. So if you remember, President Kafando was elected as president, and the military leader became the prime minister, and they agreed on a transition program which prepared them for elections. And after those elections, Roch-Kabore was elected. And so I do think that we must use diplomacy to try and get them back into the fold. Coming as, should I say, a fresh leader, a new leader again, on my resurrection, I would give that face to ECOWAS to see how we can speak to our three other brotherly countries and see how we can draw them back to. They're feeling abandoned. They believe that ECOWAS is not supporting them. And I think that we must change that narrative.
Right. I mean, as you say.
You heard him clearly. He said something similar happened during his time as the chairperson of ECOWAS, and that they handled it differently. They used diplomacy. They did not just come out immediately and sanction them. They used diplomacy, and they transitioned to civilian rule. It did not cause any harm. But what happened here in this time is that immediately it happened, they just sanctioned them. It was too harsh. They were quick to judge them. They were quick to condemn them. They were quick to sanction them. And that was too harsh. So now that is why it seems so difficult to bring them back. We are all human, We are all human. So since he said he is going to give ECOWAS his face and then talk to them to see if he can bring them back, that they feel abandoned, ECOWAS is not supporting them, let's see how it goes. Maybe with him, things will work out differently. Yes, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Maybe with him, things will work out differently. Let's just see how things unfold. Let's see. Thank you again for your time with me. I don't take it for granted. Hope to see you in my next as I come your way again with more trending news. Bye.